Welcome to this lesson about lashing, lesson number 5. Worst case scenario is that we lose cargo or that we then damage the ship. Here's some cargo on the weather deck, some stuff for the offshore world or oil and gas. Lost at sea. Here a bit of a close-up. Maybe even a really worst case scenario is shifting of cargo inside the cargo hold. Two bad scenarios over there: shifting of cargo, perforation of a fuel oil tank or lubrication oil tank. The consequence of this perforation is that the surface where the cargo is stowed and secured gets slippery and you lose friction of the cargo. Another one, even worse, perforation of the hull. The side shell gets breached and water might enter the cargo hold. Very bad situation. Well, to prevent this, the IMO wrote a code, the Code of Safe Practice for Cargo Stowage and Securing. It's a ratified code, also by the Netherlands, so it means it applies to Dutch vessels as well. General rules of this code: all cargo is stowed and lashed in a way that they don't become a threat or risk to the crew and to the ship. The above mentioned we do by planning, executing correctly, and meticulously observing of the cargo during the voyage. Some cargoes compress due to pitching, rolling, and slamming, and lashings can get slack. Dunnage can move a bit, so it needs to be observed maybe twice or 3 times a day. Usually by the chief officer and the bosun. They do a round and they correct everything back to normal. Decisions for lashing need to be made on an accurate weather report, and also the amount of lashings will be based upon the weather report. Every ship which is not transporting wet bulk but dry bulk or multipurpose or project cargo or containers needs to have a cargo securing manual. It's basically a ship-specific implementation of the CSS code. It's compulsory on all non-liquid carrying freight vessels, as I just said. And this cargo securing manual helps the master and the crew with the lashing of cargo. The cargo securing manual, when designed, needs to be approved by flag state, or also called the administration. Sometimes it's actually outsourced to the class bureaus, and the cargo securing manual needs to be available for inspection and survey, for example for port state control, flag state control, or class bureau inspections or surveys. New crew needs to be trained how to lash on board of the ship, and they need to be educated on it. Here an example of a cargo securing manual at a container vessel. An example. You see bay number 37, and you can see the deck line, and the orange crosses, they are twist locks, and we have a lashing bridge, and you can see how the lashing bars and the turnbuckles need to be installed, in which corners and how high. And usually it's convenient to make a print copy for the ABs of the cargo securing manual, and they can have a small glimpse at it in case of doubt. Yeah, per bay indication how to lash, which tier to be connected, doublings on the outside to keep the other ones a bit more inside to prevent movement. Now we have a small movie in Bright Space from the American club, P&I Club. Just bear in mind that It is important to have attention for the sea-keeping behavior of the ship in combination with the lashing during the voyage. See you later.